Going live. We're live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? NXT Takeover 36. This is our review. Yeah, man, this was a really good show. I really enjoyed this. For once, I don't think it was overshadowed by SummerSlam. I don't think that a lot of people were like, "Oh, the Takeover is always better than the WWE pay per view." I think they were neck and neck this time, if you ask me. Eddie, you only saw a little bit of it, but I want to go over some things that went down. We had a match on the pre-card.
You tell me what happened.
What's that?
You tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. There was a match on the pre-show with Ridge Holland beating Trey Baxter, who I don't know who that is. I believe he's from NXT UK. It was a real big squash match, and it seemed really pointless. So it was just real quick, whatever Ridge Holland calls that finisher, hit him with it. It was over. Kind of pointless for it to be there. But, it is what it is. It was a pre-show match. It was just to get the crowd started, riled up a little bit. But when the show actually started, Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight. That's the match they started with for the $1 Million Championship. This was great, I thought. Grimes, you called it months ago, back when Grimes was a heel. Might have been last year, actually, when you were calling it. But the guy's a star. People, he's over like crazy. The gimmick is over. Putting Ted DiBiase in his corner just even, that just cemented that fact even more. Great to see DiBiase back, too. The guy looked like he was really having fun out there. DiBiase grabbed Knight at one point on the outside and slapped on the $1 Million Dream. Crowd went nuts. It's probably the first time Ted DiBiase did a wrestling move in like 20 years. So, it was really good.
I missed the $1 Million Dream. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Oh, Ted DiBiase was a favorite of mine. And I hope Cameron Grimes is helping Ted with his money problems. I bet he's happy. I bet he's happy to be getting that Fed paycheck right now. That's probably for anyone that is unaware of Ted DiBiase's and Son's recent financial shenanigans or alleged financial shenanigans. I bet he's happy to be getting a paycheck. But Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase is money.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's great.
And the $1 Million Championship. I'm guessing that's sticking around. I don't know if DiBiase is going to stick around. He pretty much pushed Cameron Grimes as far as he can push him. I don't know any more of a rub that he can give him. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Who doesn't want Ted DiBiase in their corner?
I know.
Ted DiBiase in my corner. I'll pay Ted DiBiase to be in my corner, and Cameron Grimes legit has all the money in the world now. So
hell yeah.
What a perfect gimmick to give him. Like that, it all worked out the way because he literally just became $1 million man.
Yeah,
and you put. Life is strange that way, and pro wrestling life especially is strange, and that worked out beautifully.
Yeah, and I loved the gear that Grimes was wearing. He came out in the Butler gimmick that he's been doing the past couple of weeks, tore all that off, and he had the black sparkling gear that like a DiBiase style gear that he was wearing. So it was really cool, the tights and everything. And we got a new $1 Million champion.
It's perfect, and it's a perfect look for him. Just because that's gaudy. Like that was the gaudiest ring gear. Like in a way that there's been more colorful outfits, to be certain, especially in this age of Skittles vomit ring gear that makes me nauseous half the time when I look at two randos wrestle anymore. But just in a way that's just just glittery.
So much glitter. Shiny. They're gonna have to clean that up.
shiny. That's shiny equals rich over the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shinier you are, the more money you must have.
The more money you must have. Yeah, perfect for pro wrestling.
Yes. So I'm gonna give this match. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 4. 3
stars.
3. 3. Not really stars. I just
stars. Well, I'm doing
3D. That's what it gets. That's my rating.
8 stars. I'm doing 8 stars, 8? But I didn't watch the match. But I'm going on an 8-star scale.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get more clips.
8-star scale, and but I can't do that because I didn't watch the match. So, in all fairness, I can't rate it.
Okay, so Eddie gives it an X. There you go.
Why isn't it a DX?
It has to
be a DX.
I didn't even think about that. Where were you during the planning stages of this? I could have used you in the writer's room, man.
We'll DX it next time. All right.
Next time. Next matchup was Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai. There was this was a brilliant setup, I thought. I thought it was a great heel turn by Dakota Kai to be, I'm nobody's sidekick, that whole thing. Nobody thought she had a chance going into this thing. Rightfully so. She's very, very small next to Raquel Gonzalez. And it turned out that Raquel, she was better. But now let me tell you something, man. Dakota Kai is a star. And they need to start treating her like a star because she definitely showed herself tonight. It was a really great match. There was a lot of innovative things, I think, that happened during this. It was there was one spot towards the end. It was the old setting them up for a hurricane run off the top. Dakota Kai's sitting on the buckle, and Raquel gets up on the top rope. Or standing on the second rope. Dakota Kai slips down, but as she slips down between her legs, she grabs Raquel's head, pulls it down, so Raquel's head is on the turnbuckle, like the back of her head is on the turnbuckle. Dakota Kai turns, kicks right between her legs, and kicks her in the face. It was really cool looking. It was really nice. It was a great pop. It looked great, and choke slam off the top from Raquel Gonzalez to finish this match off. I thought it was really good. Eddie, do you have any opinions on these two girls? You've seen them before.
I think they're both great. Dakota Kai is amazing. Mm-hmm. She works like a guy, which is the highest praise any male wrestler can give a female professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And I think her problem is again her size. Her size limits her, but Dakota Kai works because she works a kick offense,
mm-hmm.
which is the only thing that would work with a woman her size. Is a kick offense, and she is amazing at it. So
yeah,
not having seen the match, but knowing both of the wrestlers, I'm gonna take your word for it that it was really good because I wouldn't expect anything less from those two. So
definitely, yeah. This match gets a 3 from me as well. Just 3s all around today, I think. Yeah, man. I'm trying to look up her name, but there was a woman that appeared on the ramp at the end of this match. They said her name. She's from NXT UK. And my God, can I not find this woman's name at all anywhere. So I apologize to that woman. I apologize to the fans and everything, but I cannot remember her name. Anybody in the comments want to help me out, please give me her name. But yeah, woman from NXT UK. Can't remember her name. But yeah, apparently she's going to be challenged Raquel Gonzalez pretty soon. And we'll see how that goes. I have no idea who this person is. None, because I don't watch. Was she
a skinnier woman with long black hair?
Yes.
Oh, what is her name? She's fantastic. if it's who I'm thinking of, and I think it is, she's really good. I've been waiting for her to cross the pond.
Yeah. I'm trying to Google things and trying to do all this stuff live. And, here we go. Kaylee Ray is her name.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Thank you to whoever just sent me that. Yeah, Kaylee Ray. So yeah, she's gonna be challenging Raquel Gonzalez, and a lot of people were saying she's really good, and I'm interested to see it. So let's hit it, man.
Yep, I want to see that too.
And the next match that I know you definitely wanted to see, and I'm sad that I didn't get your reaction while watching this match because it was brutal. NXT UK Championship, Walter versus Dragunov, man. The big rematch that everyone was looking forward to, because the first one, dear God, the first one was bad. This one was just as bad, if not worse. Worse in a good way. This was very, very brutal. As you imagine, a lot of chops, a lot of slaps, a lot of kicks, a lot of forearms. It was just brutality through and through. A little bit of technical wrestling as well, which I forget that these people actually know how to do, because usually it's just German suplexes and strikes.
Oh, they're all at least like versed in like catch wrestling and everything. So.
Yeah, but a very, very good and brutal match. And we got a new NXT UK champion, which really surprised me. I thought Walter was just going to hang on to that belt forever. Yeah, man, Dragunov, new UK champion. Good for him, man. And he definitely deserved it. You saw the shot of him sitting backstage, all beat up and bruised and stitched up. And
I'm actually rating the match an 8, just solely. I did not see the match, and I'm rating it an 8 solely based on Dragunov's appearance after post-match. The post-match interview, just from the amount of damage that man took to get that belt, the match is getting an 8 from me, and I highly doubt I'm going to change my mind after I watch it.
I have this for an 8. How's this for an 8?
You're welcome.
I have that. That's about as close as I can get. That's the only video clip I have on here that isn't actually on the scale. So there you go. Perry Saturn saying you're welcome. That's 8 from Eddie Valentine.
You're welcome.
There you go.
There we go.
We have to get better clips. I'll find some better stuff. But yeah, now on to the stuff that you did actually see. We had Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, who a lot of people are saying this is his last match in NXT. So we'll see what happens with that. But the 3 stages of hell match. The first stage, regular match, it was over super quick. We had, Kyle O'Reilly scored a quick pinfall, and then it was it. And it was kind of disappointing. The second fall of the street fight, I think you expected it. It was a lot of chairs and kendo sticks and all kinds of stuff there. It was very brutal. And third fall was a steel cage, general steel cage. I was actually kind of disappointed with this match a little bit. Not that it was bad, but it was just kind of it didn't live up to the standard of the last 2 matches that they had together. I feel. What did you think?
I think Adam Cole has clocked out. If he's not going to AEW, I would be shocked. Just based on his appearance. His appearance is like it's bad spray tan. It's bad spray tan. This was not his best work. It was not. It just not. You watch the match. It wasn't bad, and they didn't like. It wasn't like they didn't work. Like they didn't have their working boots on. It wasn't like he was phoning it in. I don't want to like make it seem like I'm saying that. I'm just looking at Adam Cole, and we've seen him when he's at the best version of this Adam Cole. Yeah. And this was not it. Kyle O'Reilly looks amazing, and I think of this. The chair bump should have been next. There's no reason for anybody to take that bump ever.
No, ever. It's rough.
I don't care if it's a street fight or not. It's stupid, and nobody should do it. So, and I've seen people get thrown off of buildings. So from me. This is one of those things. Don't do it. It's stupid. It's stupid and unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think Kyle O'Reilly is ready to get away from Adam Cole and be his own wrestler, and I want to see that Kyle O'Reilly because I think he's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like he's
Kyle
a star
O'Reilly
in the making.
definitely shown much more in this match tonight than Adam Cole did. And I think Adam Cole, like I said, if Adam Cole's not going to AEW, I'd be shocked at this point. Just on how he's looking, like his physical appearance and everything. So, and I think he'll be a better fit in AEW. So,
I don't know if I was Adam Cole and this was like my swan song. If this was me on the way out, I would have put my best foot forward and it's like, okay, this is what you're getting rid of. This is what I'm taking to the next company. I would have had the best match of my career as a big middle finger to Vince McMahon. Okay, and he didn't do that.
Say he's not going to AEW. Do you think he might let's think like we're thinking entirely within because of the WWE releasing guys and AEW snatching them up and just opening up the money banks. What if he's just working hurt? Maybe he's just burnt out and working hurt. That's entirely possible. That like our physical appearance definitely suffers when we're injured.
Yeah,
and
definitely
he's been turning out top rate stuff for years now. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe he's just burnt out and hurting. It could just be that.
Could it be that he's
Adam Cole might just need a vacation?
It could be. It could be that simple. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take off for a little while and heal up and lay outside and get a tan. Do you think it could be something as simple as they're moving him up to the main roster and he's learning how to slow down and work that pace?
Nope, not the way he's looking. If he does not look. Does he look like he's going up to the main roster? He doesn't. I don't know. Like this is and I'm not even saying he's in bad shape. He just doesn't look on point. He's not on point. And there's one of two things. Either he's just so burnt out and he's leaving. And he's just like, I am tired of this place and all of how everything works. Because just imagine it on the higher level when you're wrestling for a higher level promotions on the indie level. And how the politics can be in front of crowds that small. When compared to the Fed. Now, even on an NXT level, you're working for the Fed. So, the mental toll that having to navigate their Byzantine rule system and the way you advance and the political game that you got to play, and it wears you down. And Adam Cole's been successfly doing that at a top level for years, and he did I would say he certainly, if he was going up to the main roster, I would say he might be deliberately trying to tank that after looking at how he at this match tonight. And not to say, and again, I don't want it to seem like I'm trashing him. I'm not. I'm no. I feel sympathy for him if he's in either situation.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him if he is leaving and going to AEW, because I think he'll be happier there. And he'll probably do something, hopefully, that is really good that he wouldn't have been allowed to do in the Fed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. What would you give the match on your rating scale?
Oh, I'm going to give it a I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 8 for those two.
A 5 out of 8.
And I will give it a 6 out of 8 in general, but a 5 out of 8 for those two because it's Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, and I kind of expected more, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't feel satisfied with that.
I have a scale of 4, and I'm giving it a 2. Say yeah. I'm giving it a 2. That's all I have. It's 2. It's just like you said. It's those two, and I expected more. And again, it wasn't bad, and they took a lot of sick bumps. Some sick bumps that they didn't need to take, but they took a lot. They were working. They were working. They were just not working as hard as we know that they can work. So that's why it gets a 2.
I wouldn't even say that. I think they're like Adam Cole not at his best.
Yeah.
Just not at his best Adam Cole. That's all.
Yeah. We got to message him and tell him how to
tell him
to get a better chance.
Siri.
Hey Siri.
Dear,
right. Moving on to
dear.
Oh, I wish I had some like.
Why is your spray tan so awful? Rick gave you 2 out of 4. I didn't agree. I gave you a 5 out of 8. Sincerely, Eddie Valentine. P.S. Here is my bench press routine. Please start using it.
Excuse me.
That's my opinion on that match.
Choking on the fact that I'm way more out of shape than he is. All right, so let's move on to the main event, man. This was really solid, I thought. For Karrion Kross following, Cole and O'Reilly following Dragunov and Walter. I thought this was a really solid match. Samoa Joe versus Karrion Kross for the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Very good. Joe looks like he's in the best shape that he's been in years, and looks like he hasn't lost a step at all. I was really impressed with the match. I'm glad we got Samoa Joe as NXT champion. Good luck, Karrion Kross, on the main roster with your 50-50 booking. And I wish you well in all your future WWE endeavors. But I enjoyed the match. What do you think, Eddie?
It was a good match, and it was the Samoa Joe show. The whole match. Yeah. This whole match was about Samoa Joe, and why shouldn't have been? They really, really, really ruined Karrion Kross. And it's noticeable. It's just I was talking about it the whole match. It's like I'm without
Scarlett.
What's her name? Scarlett. Without Scarlett, it doesn't work. It's like watching a guy wrestle without. It was like I said. It's like watching him wrestle without an arm or a leg, without her there. It's the whole Karrion Kross from before. They got them as a package deal, deal gimmick. And it doesn't work with one without the other. It doesn't work. And he needs her there. And it's noticeable that she's not there. And as a consequence, it's like it was way more. It should have been like getting them both over. But all it did was get Samoa Joe over. Through no fault of his own, because he was fantastic. He looked amazing, like in fantastic shape. You're right, didn't lose it. Hasn't lost a step. He was fantastic throughout the whole match, and the right guy went over. But again, like this should have elevated Karrion Kross as well as Samoa Joe, and I think it just buries Karrion Kross even more. It carried Kross. It should have been carried Kross this match. That's Samoa Joe carried Kross through this match, and like it's like Karrion Kross was there in it, But again, he needs Scarlett. I won't like. He should have said no. They both should have said no. They should have put their foot down and said no. Nope. We're together. That's how it works. Yeah. You can let us go, and that's fine. Like, we'll go somewhere else. But wherever else we're going, it's going to be the two of us. So you can have the two of us, or somebody else can have the two of us. But because it's killed him. Like, Karrion Kross was awesome. Now he's not.
It has a lot to do with the 50-50 booking on the main roster as well. If you bring him in after making him look like a monster on NXT, and you bring him up to Monday Night Raw and have him lose in less than 2 minutes to Jeff Hardy, like, that completely destroys the character. They never should have done that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't work as a standalone, and it's already buried him. Like, the damage is done. They're not gonna fix him. Vince isn't gonna fix him. Like, it's they already did it. They already did the one thing that could have killed it, which was separating him, and they did it anyway. This is like having conjoined twins, and then except in the WWE. When you got Triple H sitting there, you got the doctor sitting there going like, look, you can't perform this operation. They'll both die.
It's one way to put it, I guess.
I don't. Vince is just like, do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
you don't want,
I can see that.
Don't take medical advice from Vince McMahon. Like, it's a bad idea, and that's what happened. That's the tale of Karrion Kross.
Yeah,
in WWE.
I think it would have worked a lot better if you're going to split them up. Number one, do it in a storyline. Number two, wait way longer. If you go back and look at what they did with Undertaker and Paul Bearer, it worked for years, and when the split happened, it mattered and it made sense, and it made everybody in the storyline better. Undertaker, it made more sense for him to go out on his own. It made Kane better. It made Mankind better. Made Paul Bearer better. It made everything better. Doing it without any kind of explanation and just getting rid of Scarlett and putting her on the shelf and just sending Karrion Kross off on his own after less than a year. Like, it just didn't make any sense, and it really murdered the gimmick.
Well, I mean, the most obvious comparison is Randy Savage and Elizabeth.
Yeah,
they were a package deal. They worked. Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth apart, neither of them worked. Like I mean, Randy Savage did after many years, but he was never as big or as over as when he was with Miss Elizabeth. I mean, that's right. I mean, nobody's denying that.
No,
like
you can't.
His best business years were with Miss Elizabeth, and it still worked when they separated. And he went like ultra heel, and then went with the opposite of Miss Elizabeth. He didn't like go off by himself. He got Sherry Martel, who was the mirror opposite of Miss Elizabeth, and then Miss Elizabeth comes back, and it's people crying in the crowd. You know, like, it's just a mind-blowing level of emotion. And now here you have a modern day version of Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, a 2021 version of Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. And what did they do? They said, split them up. They split them up.
Yeah.
Like, that would have killed Macho Man in the 80s. You know, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah. But there you go, man. What do you give this match? The match with Samoa Joe. What do you give rating-wise?
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 8 through no fault of Samoa Joe's. Like, if Samoa Joe had, if Samoa Joe had, the real Karrion Kross with Scarlett, they could have definitely done a 7 or 8 out of 8. Mm-hmm. But Karrion Kross without Scarlett is half a wrestler, and it shows. It just showed in the whole match, and as a result, it ended up being the Samoa Joe match, which was great to see and awesome to see him get the belt. And 6 out of 8.
Yeah, I agree. If it had the potential to be better, but it wasn't for all the reasons that you just said. And the only reason I'm going to give it a 3, and the only reason I'm ranking it that high is because Samoa Joe did great, looked great. It was a hell of a moment to see him win the championship for a third time. And welcome back, Samoa Joe. So yeah, I'm giving it a 3. Hooray! Overall, I know you didn't get to see a lot of the show, but I just told you a lot of what happened. Overall, what would you say the show would be on your scale? Where would you rate? Where would you rank that? Where would you rank that?
I'm just gonna give it another 6 out of 8, just on as I know Water and Dragunov wasn't. I know it was without having seen it. Looking at Dragunov, I know it was an 8. I know that without a shadow of a doubt it was an 8. So I'll give the show a 6 out of 8 based on what I saw and Walter versus Dragunov.
Nice. Woo. Yeah, man. I'd give it a 3. I mean, the only thing that really slowed it down was Cole not really bringing it his all, and the Karrion Kross thing that we just got done talking about. That's pretty much the only thing slowing it down. I thought the whole show was great. It was all 5 matches played their part. It was a great build. It wasn't even, I can't even call it a slow build, but from Cameron Grimes and LA Knight, building up to the women's match, to the UK match, to the 2 out of 3 falls match, and then the main event. I thought it was really great booking. The way they booked it, I thought it was done very well, which you don't get a lot of this day and age. A lot of times you watch any kind of a show, whether it be just like wrestling on television, or if you go to an indie show or a major pay-per-view, you can sit back and was like, oh, that would have worked better if you were to move this match to the second spot and this match up to after intermission or whatever. This, I thought the pacing was really great. So yeah, overall, giving it a 3 out of 4. I really need more.
If we're doing clips on reviews, I'm sending you my own personal clips.
Please do. We need more clips.
They're all going to be American Dad. So just so everybody knows.
American Dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I'll find a series of clips. Okay.
I'll take it.
I already have a few in mind.
Oh, great. Absolutely, I'll take it. All right, man.
All right.
That is our review of NXT Takeover 36. I thought it was a great job. This is a great weekend of wrestling. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Things have changed. People have returned, and giant pops have been given. So yeah, man, it was really great. I had a really great time. I'm very tired and I'm going to bed. But yes. Eddie, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be seeing you very soon for part 2 of the CZW interview chronicles, the Eddie Valentine show for CZW. I don't even know what we're calling it.
Yeah, but, whatever. Something like that.
The Eddie Valentine chronicles.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for having me. Rick,
no problem. Everybody, we will see you next time. We'll see you next week for Wrestle Rock. And until then, keep watching wrestling because it's awesome. See you.